Hi there Sagittarius, thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for October. This month sees Saturn move signs on the 6th and it moves into your 12th solar house. But it moves out of an area which is very much to do with friendship, your direction in life and the way you network with the world at large. And not all of those areas may have been a walk in the park over the last 30 months. There may have been some endings, there may have been some beginnings. Some people may have become more substantial players in your world, some may have faded away. Perhaps your own thinking about what you want in terms of your future is still going through quite a fluid process. And this is going to be further underlined by the fact that the full moon, which occurred at the end of last month, is going to be permeating strongly into this month. This backdrop suggests you could be feeling very restless, particularly if you've got talents that you feel are not being fulfilled, or if you feel that something or a situation is holding you back, stopping you from realizing your potential. Fortunately, on the 3rd, Venus, the planet of love and affection, moves into the most visible part of your horoscope, and charm, tact and diplomacy can work wonders if you're wanting to get ahead at work in the following 28 days. And there is also the switch of Mercury, but Mercury moves on the 5th into a more muted area, an area which is going to see you thinking much more deeply about what you want from life, and it's joined almost immediately on the 6th by Saturn. Now when these two get together, it can see us feeling quite anxious, quite frankly. It can see us thinking the worst about relationships, particularly if someone hasn't necessarily been in touch of late. We may worry why that is. In a very subtle way, we can start to separate from situations where we don't instantly feel part of things. We can feel on the edge, and perhaps also we want to be a little bit more secretive or closed, keep things more close to our chest. But then on the 7th, you have the wonderful arrival of Mars in your own sign. And I have to say, the previous 6 weeks may not have been easy as it surfed its way through your solar 12th house, which can be very turbulent and stir up all sorts of emotions, anger, tears, all sorts. But now it arrives in your sign, it gives you a much greater opportunity to focus your desires, because Mars is about desire. It's about gratification, instant gratification. And it can see you much more impatient about getting your own way in the following 6 weeks. And therein lies a little bit of a problem, because if you're too forceful, it can cause some problems. But then in week 2, there's an absolutely beautiful link between your ruler Jupiter and also the Sun, which continues in the most sociable and friendly parts of your horoscope. And that one alliance can go from strength to strength. This can be one of those situations where if either one of you is a bit low, a bit down in the mouth, the other one just seems to be able to cheer up the other. And you can do it to each other. And it's a wonderful energy that goes between you. If you meet somebody new in week 2 of this month from a romantic context, I do think this can be an important relationship, definitely influence your thinking for many moons to come. In the 15th, we do have a new moon, again giving you greater clarity about what you want from your future and the people that you want to spend time with. And you are going to become much more picky now, there's no doubt about it. And then when the Sun enters Scorpio on the 23rd, it connects with Saturn straight away. And this is where you get your first real quandary of this month and the new location of Saturn. Because Jupiter and Mars go front to front with one another in the last phase of this month. And this again can see you wanting to go for something in your ordinary, ebullient, upbeat, gregarious, full-on kind of way. But then Saturn links with the Sun and can kind of really peg you back. And you might find you're reaching out for something that no longer means much to you. There's such a rapid change in your outlook. You can find yourself closing in. Now, if you're particularly evolved, worked out, know who you are, got a good understanding of your deeper motivations, this is not going to affect you so much. And that very bubbly angle between Mars and Jupiter can really see you have a splendid end to this month. But if you're still learning, understanding what you really need from life, then Saturn and its brake, and that's what it's going to do. It's like a brake on your aspirations. It's going to slow you down. It's going to ask you to think much more deeply about who you are and the type of people that you spend time with. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.